What up, folks? I'm Ultrazillatoys, and today I have reviewed the Adventure Force CYBOMECH Battle Robot. That's right, with lights and sounds and an energy sword and shield, it looks like. And it kind of looks like Optimus Prime, especially right there. What is up with that? I don't know, but it's a decent drawing. Yeah. That's what initially drew me to this. It's like, this is very Optimus Prime-esque. And there's our good pal Rexobot, which you've already seen the review of. But I got these at the same time at Walmart.com. You know, they were on sale for like 10 bucks each, and I thought that was like really good for these giant figures. As you saw with Rexobot, like, if you watched that review, and if you haven't watched that review, there's just like a lot going on here for the money, and yeah, this is very exciting. I'm more excited about this one because this one is really up my alley, like, you know, somewhere between Transformers and like super robots, it kind of looks. So I'm really excited to get it out of the package. Oh, we gotta do a little priming first.
Battle stations. Engage enemy.
Alright. Gotcha. We're gonna engage right now. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here's the CYBOMECH out of the package. And I think in the Rexobot video, I kept calling it CYBOBot. But it is CYBOMECH, which kind of means that there's somebody maybe sitting in here and driving this guy. Anywho, he's got classic like Optimus Prime type colors, with the addition of this like lighter blue, which I think works nicely. A little lighter blue, the traditional red and blue. It's a pretty decent looking CYBOMECH. He does have his energy shield, energon shield in red. I really like this one. I think it's really nice. It just pops right into this, you know, the side of his arm, like it did with Rex. This is cool. I do like this. And I guess it could go on the back too, like the other one. Oh, this one actually doesn't. The other one went in the back nicely. This one does not. I mean, can it go in his butt? Actually, it cannot. So, you know, you kind of stuck with it on the side. It's fine. And then you do have this really nice sword. Like, super nice. The sculpt work on the blue parts is excellent. Very well done. And then the red energy part is really nice too. This is super good. I'm really enjoying this one. It looks really good. Looks good in his hand. I mean, it just has like this cool heroic look that I really like. So yeah, the weapons are absolutely excellent. I like him better here than on a Rexobot for sure. As far as the articulation on this guy, it's basically the same that we got in Rexobot, if you saw that video again. The head turns like that, the arms move up and down there, then you have the elbow here, and then the wrists.
Assume battle stations.
And assume battle stations. Nothing in the waist. The legs move. The knee moves, and the foot does not move. And of course, you got all of that, which we'll go over more in a second. But let's look at this guy in full first, because the sculpt is really nice. Feet have a nice sculpt. Then you got really awesome looking sculpt here at the legs to the kneecaps. Even over here is done up. Like, that is cool, right? Like, look at that. How that's sculpted in. That's pretty good. On the back, you get a lot of screw holes and stuff, and the on-off switch and all that. You know, it's got a couple of switches. You got just lights, then you got, you know, like louder and softer. It's pretty good. The hands are pretty neat. They are a bit gummy, a little bit. So, you know, flexibility to put in the sword, which is fine. It doesn't really take away from it at all. It's a very nice sculpt on the hands, actually. And then the You know, forearms look good. I like the legs and like the waist even. I mean, really look at the waist. You do have this kind of interesting pattern to the sculpt, and then you got more sculpt work over it. The shoulder pads are really, really nice. The Krajiji section is pretty well sculpted, so is the butt. The front here looks real good. I like how this piece, it has a very Pacific Rim type look too, like a Jaeger. So somewhere between a Jaeger and Optimus Prime is where we're at with this guy. And then you got these parts here, the green parts throughout, which are really nice. You know, just as green, they look good, but then obviously they light up. But nice sculpt work throughout. I gotta say, and the head sculpt is pretty good too. Yeah, you know, it's very nicely done. You know, you can see the eyes, the mouth guard. You know, again, it kind of evokes that Optimus Prime type feel. The head sculpt is pretty good, like a flatter version, but you know, there is a lot of sculpt work on it. So I'm impressed. You know, sculpt wise, I think this is actually really nicely done. Proportions are very heroic, and he assumes battle stations. So we're up to that. The green looks great. The lights are awesome. As you can see, it lights up in the legs, the chest, shoulders, and the eyes. And then we get a lot of different sounds.
Shields at 50%.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's taking a lot of damage.
Surrender now or face defeat.
Ooh. Scary.
Assume battle stations. Engage enemy.
Hmm.
Charging energy shield.
And we got a guest. Who's that? Who can it be?
It's Ultrazilla Jr.
Hello, Ultrazilla Jr. Did you get attracted by the lights and sounds?
Yes, I did.
Assume battle stations. Engage enemy.
I think if you keep pressing it, it gets through all the quotes, which I think are, you know, about 15 of them. But then if you stop doing it, it starts...
Battle stations.
Oh.
Engage enemy. You are no match for my strength.
Oh, there you go.
I am invincible.
Hmm.
You are no match for my strength.
Again?
CYBOMECH. Online.
Hmm. I like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Shields. At 50%. Assume battle station. Shields. At 50%.
Gotcha.
You are no match for my strength. Assume battle stations.
Hmm.
Engage enemy.
I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I feel like there's more.
At 50%.
Let's see. Yeah, it's at the top. So it's just like, it's just different, like, if you go to the bottom, just lower. See? Just lower. So, if, you know, for quiet time.
Yeah.
I am invincible.
He's still invincible. I just feel like
CYBOMECH. Online.
doesn't have enough. You're not cycling through enough of them. Whereas Rexobot was a little different.
You are no match for my strength. CYBOMECH. Online.
Oh, okay.
Damage incoming.
Oh, that's different. Damage
Prepare
incoming.
yourself.
I think at least.
Charging energy shield.
Alright, we heard this. You get it. There's a lot of different things. I feel like there's a little bit less here than there was with Rexobot, but still, I think it's pretty cool. And for your size comparisons, here it is with its enemy, Rexobot. And, you know, like, Rexobot is very interesting, and it's weird, and but it looks cool, kind of like like I was saying in this video, like a Masters of the Universe, but this is definitely more like a Transformers meets Pacific Rim. So I wish this was more just like, you know, kind of a kaiju, you know, like instead. That would have been interesting, but I guess it's more like an alien race that came to Earth, and now, you know, the Earthlings are trying to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that one's just... But they're pretty cool.
It's not an option.
And now they're both lined up. Oh, it's not an option, guys. But anyway, I think they're pretty good. Big guys, like 13 inches tall. That's pretty neat. And for some comparisons with some Optimus Primes, here is a CYBOMECH with some that you might have in your collection. And for fun, here's CYBOMECH with the McFarlane DC Multiverse Kong. These guys actually scale pretty decently together too. And my final thoughts, you know, as a robot fan, I think this is really, really nice. Again, somewhere between Optimus Prime and a Jaeger, and those are things I love. So that's what drew me to getting these two, was that. I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks like a Jaeger meets Optimus Prime. So I was like, I have to get it. And it's pretty cool, honestly. The lights, the sound, the sword, the shield, all of it looks good. The sculpt work on this guy is pretty decent. You know, there's not like a lot of paint, but there's a lot of color variation here. Enough to make you interested in it as a collector, I think. As a robot collector, I think this is definitely, this should be in your wheelhouse, you know? Definitely was in mine, so I like it a lot. And I like DX toys, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Japanese DX toys, you know, with lights and sounds, that's a classic thing. It's also a classic toyetic thing here. I don't know why folks don't, like, merge those two things together in their mindsets a little bit more, because that's what this is like. And I think it's really neat. I really, really do. And there you have it, guys. I'm glad I got it. I think it's pretty fantastic. I think it's still pretty cheap, last I checked. I think it was like 12 something, which is a little bit more than what I paid. But at the same time, it's like dirt cheap for the size of figure it is and what it does. So I recommend both of these. You know, like, they're pretty cool for different reasons. And, you know, like, they each have their thing, you know. I don't know, like, I just think there's something about these that just makes them very cool. And there you have it, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.